Modded.
Right, hi guys, welcome back. Episode 48 of Show Me the Modded Thing. Deadline for the submission of the 13th of the month. Each movie is uploaded on the 20th, and we'll start straight in with one from ClownyNerf, and he says this is the blaster called The Chaplain. It's a Fortnite 6SH with Nerf Vagabond for the barrels and front. The front grip is from a Paragon grip, and the majority of agreeably accessories are from Fortnite SR, Alpha Trooper, Sledgefire, and Trailblazer. Geez, he butchered a lot of stuff for this one. We use his parts to well round it out. Black vinyl dye and metallic paints to cover, and his painting is so nice and neat and precise. I love all the little gold outlines on things. The Iron Cross was handmade from scraps of blaster because Warhammer 40k chaplains wear iron crosses. Of course they do. This is absolutely gorgeous. The way he's picked out details in it, and I really like the contrast of the blue and gold. Two colours that really go together very, very nicely. And all the other metallic parts all over it, bits and pieces. Oh, he's a great modder, Clowny. He really is. And this looks really, really nice. I'm going to have to do one. Really am. And I particularly like the idea of the foregrip, the Paragon front foregrip. It makes it appear like you'd need it if you're going to put this thing onto full auto, which would be frightening. But lovely work, mate. Lovely work. Looking forward to the next one. Right, next up we've got three from Darty Base Dart. The first one here is called the Mutant Recon Pistol. It's a Sonic Green Recon CS6, has been modified to accommodate Retaliator components. Most of them are worker, but it does feature an artifact trigger and a short plunger. The later allows for the use of a folding adjustable stock unimpeded. Very nice. It has minimised short dart conversion kit, while the handguard has also been cut down to restyle and suit the pistol aesthetic. It has an aluminium sled and a knurled metal charging handle. I used a transparent plunger tube and magwell adapter for this build so not to distract from the green, he says. 7k spring, and it works pretty well. It hits at about 140 FPS. Very, very nice. And the next one along is what he calls the Valentine, and this is inspired by the classic Colt Peacemaker. It's a Rebel of 4 Victory modded to have a 3-dart inline magazine. Very clever. He fabricated a barrel shroud from PVC pipe and various greebles from the junk drawer and carved into the heart into the trigger with a Dremel. Oh, isn't that cute? There was some shell work done with putty up the front too. And he says he also did some filigree work over the silver parts and to give it an engraved texture, and that's very clever, very high end. You can see it. I'll put a close up in, and very easily done when you know what you're doing. Just 2 different coloured silvers, and yes, there are different coloured silvers. Yeah, you can do it with virtually any metallic colour, any colour at all, really. It's got to be clever, and he has been very, very clever. And the last one he has here is called Desperado. It's an Adventure Force Desperado, and he said all he did was put in a nicer spring, a machine from acetate plastic. Well. He cut down the frame and carving down the cylinder, and removed the DRM, which apparently is a little bit of plastic that prevents darts from being fired when it comes stock. Oh, okay, fair enough. And he dyed the pistol grip end black. Very nice. I quite like the look of that one. Right. Okay, next up we've got SamN, and he's a fellow of a few words, and he says, "Here's my newest projects. It's a set of underbarrel shotguns modded with handles and stocks added. One is Mega, one is 2 half darts." Oh, I see. And he sent a video and is actually working this time, so I'll put some shots of that in there. Other than that, I can't really say much about him, except the white one looks quite nice. Putting on a pistol grip, etc. Looks like a toy attachment from like an M16. And the blue and black one, yeah, now that's what I call a jank mod. But if it works, it works. And judging by the short draw, the cocking handles, that must be a hell of a spring in there. Anyway, let's take a look at the video, see what comes up. Okay, we've seen the jank. Now let's see the craziness. It's none other than Papa Bludgeon. And what's he have to say? Here's the latest entry for the movie. It's called the Lightning Bow Plus. This project was in my pile of shame for quite some time. Oh, he's got one of them too. Initially, I wanted to make my own version of a Withdale bow, but could never work out the bugs for my own connector, so it fell to the wayside until now. I was looking at leftover silly shell collet from my son's hamp. I wondered if I could use it somehow, and I was inspired to use it on the lightning bow instead. The blaster works like a big shot minus the catch. I designed and printed off an adapter to connect the collet to the blaster and also remove the air restrictor. As you do, you always remove the air restrictor. I got 34 feet per second with bamboo darts off the stock spring, which works as proof of concept. But then I got to thinking, oh, that's a dangerous thing when Papa Bludgeon starts thinking, oh, we're in trouble now. What would happen if I put a different spring in it? Turns out a Talon Claw springs put too much stress on the arm, so I opted for a double spring with the stock springs from the lightning bow and a long shot. I then modified an inline clip for a big shot in order to better direct airflow, and I'm now getting 48 foot per second. That's not too bad. Well, not for mega darts anyway. With the blaster now working fairly well, it's time to work on some shell holders for the bow and as well as a chest trick. Okay, and he finished up with a bit neat painting, and there we have I'm assuming that's all the different shells for his blaster that he's 3D printed. Yep. What can you say about Papa Bludgeon other than nuts? I'm sure there's lots of other descriptives, but we won't go there. Very nice work, if a little crazy as usual. Right, next up we have John T, and he's decided to do a series of blasters on retro sci-fi and atomic punk aesthetic from the 1950s and 60s. And he wanted to make a complete loadout as to what a retro sci-fi explorer might carry on his adventures. So he made a blaster pistol, a shotgun and rifle. The pistol is a Nerf Mega Big Shot converted with an Elite 2-dart inline clip. The shotgun is one of those break-action shell-fed dart blasters for AliExpress or Wish. Isn't it wonderful how they're so nondescript, some of these things? And the rifle is a Nerf Rival side swipe. I added LED wires to a pentometer to the pistol and rifle for the thematic effect. Set phases from stun to vaporize. Oh, cool. He says he's very happy with the project and he likes the colour scheme and might do some more. And I think it's pretty cool too. Very nice work, John. Looking forward to the rest of the series. Do 10 or 12 more. But really nice work, John. Very impressed, and I'd love to see more in the same series. Okay, guys, that's it for now. See you next time, and don't forget to send your entries in and spread the word. I could always use more submissions. Bye now.